Ben is feeling good today. He joined in the full session. It really depends on how he comes up tomorrow, but they're all good signs.
The way you line up here sometimes gives us a bit of an indication about your thinking. Look like a back four without Manny Muscat in it. Is that a possibility for the weekend?
No, we're just looking at different options. There's always possibilities. We worked on cabs in the wing as well, so we're always looking at different options, and it's also good at keeping the boys on their toes.
Bit of a rare problem, no goals in the last 3 games. Is that starting to give you worry lines or not?
No, we've scored more goals this season already than has ever been scored at the Phoenix before, and we've got plenty of firepower. It's not a problem for us.
Do you think you might get a goal from a corner, or is that just not going to happen?
No, it's definitely not going to happen. No, we've worked on a few options at corners, but it's funny. You'll practice and practice, and then they'll go out at the weekend, this mist comes over their eyes and they do something completely different. But that's normal. I've been coaching for 30 years, so that's normal. Something will come off accidentally.
So very tight still on the table. Do you see this game as crucial to perhaps set up a battle with Sydney for the top 2 the week after?
More importantly, it's about how we play and how we attack and finish things off. And because we have to prepare for finals football. From the point of view of defending well, I thought we did that exceptionally well in midfield. Having Albert back was really good. Alex did a job. Alex is carrying a little bit of a groin strain, so he had to come off. And then Vince came on. He did a really good job. But it was a clean sheet, and that was very important for us. Conceding goals in the first 10 minutes has been a problem, but which I think we're certainly sorting out.
And Glenn Moss, he didn't train today, but is he going to be okay?
No, we've got a good rehab programme. We don't push any players. Roy's got a bit of a knock as well, so he only did a part of the session. Glenn's got a cork, a hematoma in his thigh. We expect him to come good, but if not, Luis Italiano is just raring to go.
What do you put this kind of goal drought down to?
It's just not taking the opportunities when they're presented. It's a lot to do with confidence in front of goals, but a big step forward. This week, rather than the Sydney or Victory game, big step forward.
Will Nathan Burns take penalties on the weekend?
If he wants to, as long as he does what he practices. But what I do is I have 3 or 4 boys continually practicing penalties, and on the day it's up to the one that feels most confident. It's just one of those things.
You were talking there, Ernie, about preparing for the finals. What does that entail as opposed to what you might normally be doing?
First 10-15 minutes, a bit more cagey than normal. Just suss out the opposition, their formation. It's not a case of going hell for leather right from the start of the game and leaving ourselves open at the back. And then working on our strengths and the opposition's weaknesses and trying to work that out during the game. And when we break quickly, but recover quickly as well.
Do you feel like you're carving out the same quality chances that you had earlier in the season?
Yeah, I think I thought we had several good chances in the first half, and as I've said many times, a goal changes a game. So if we'd scored in the 16th minute from a penalty kick, that would have been a huge difference. I don't know if you remember, Roy was in the 6-yard box with more or less a tap in, and he hit it wide. So you score one, and it gets everyone, makes them a little bit more confident. We attack more, it gets the other team on the back foot. So it's a case of getting that first goal. But even though we didn't get the goal, we didn't concede anything, so that was a big step forward.
Why do you think, given you've scored so many goals this year,
41.
Yeah, that there's still this lack of confidence?
Oh, I didn't say there was lack of confidence in the team. I'd say in that a confidence in staying calm under pressure inside the penalty box, and rushing your shot rather than taking your time and technically playing it correctly. There's lots of confidence in the team, in the back line, the midfield. And it's just those brief moments when you get an opportunity, just relaxing and do what you're doing well without allowing the opportunity to rush you.
So why is that there, given you've been scoring so many goals?
If I ever work out that, I'll be coaching Man United.
Vince, in his experience, is he a pretty good shot to come back into your level?
Still tight hamstring, but he feels as though he's getting better every week. He didn't feel ready to go last week. He felt good when he came on, but he feels as though he needs more full-time sessions under his belt. And this is a time of the year when everyone's carrying little needles. So given the way they're training, I'm pretty sure that over the next 2 games prior to the finals, we'll be able to get everyone right and give game time to players that need a bit more game time.
Just a word on the Mariners, Ernie. I mean, they're obviously sort of not in finals contention, but just thoughts on them?
Well, that's the sort of team that's got nothing to lose, so they'll attack us. It's probably going to be a really good preparation game at home where they'll come at us. I'm pretty sure they won't sit back and defend having nothing to lose, and that's good for us because that's what Victory did and we couldn't handle it. So that style of football will be good for us.
Ernie, they got a new boss. Have you noticed much difference in the 6 or 7 weeks he's been there?
It's hard to tell. I mean, it takes a little while to sort of make a mark as a coach, so I'd say that next year we'll see how they develop more than the tail end of a season where he can't sign players and he can't really change too much.
Big game tonight between the Victory and Roy. I'm sure you pay attention to the performance of the other teams, but are you paying much attention to the results, or is it just what you guys can do?
Well, I think we blew our chance, any chance of being in the top team against Victory. I mean, when we lost 3-0, that blew that chance, and it made it very hard to finish in the top 2 of the game against Sydney. So really I'm focused on 3rd and 4th spot now, so we get a home semi-final rather than finishing 5th or 6th. So it doesn't really matter what other teams do, it's what we do.